Good afternoon, students. Let's have today's first session of surveying practice lab for batch 1. So far only the 12 students are joined now. So let them join, okay? Simultaneously, we can start the things now, okay? Ask them to join immediately. Put a message there. Ask them to join immediately. Okay, so let us start with what are the syllabus and introduction part of the labs. What are the do's and don't do's? We need to follow the things, safety precautions in the field as well as in the while conducting the experiment. I mean in the field, it's a little bit risky job for you guys, and you need to handle the instruments very in such a way that it should not damage. Okay, and first of all, we'll start with the syllabus. What are the the experiments we are going to conduct for the especially in the survey practice lab. Okay, so let me share the screen now. Yeah, just the screen now. Okay. Okay. Can you see the screen now? Hello, Akshay, Abdul,
Yes, sir.
can you see the screen now? It's visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is a survey practice lab, and the code is 18 CVL 57, and there will be internal marks for 40 and 60 marks for external. Okay, and here the objectives of the course will be the basic principle of engineering survey and the measurements. Okay, and we need to follow effectively the field procedures which are required for conducting this survey, and you need to use the techniques, skills, and conventional surveying instruments essentially for engineering practice. Okay, and we have about 14 experiments, almost all 13 to 14 experiments are there, and then the course outcomes after completion of this course, and we are going to getting the apply the basic principle of engineering surveying and linear and angular measurements, and okay, and effectively the field procedures which are required for this professional surveyors, and use the techniques. We need to use some techniques, skills, and conventional surveying instrument. Those things. Those are the outcomes, and the question paper pattern that will all our individual question paper, and the experiment will be there as instructed in the space and script split into marks. Strictly follow this, and there will be and we have this textbooks BC Onmiya, and there is one more book called Kulkarni, S.V. Kulkarni, and Kanetkar. Okay, and we have some more books for these. That's called reference book S.K. Daggal, Surveying Volume 1, and K.R. Arora, Surveying Volume 1. These are the reference books which you can refer, and I think the what you call textbooks are available BC Punmiya in the library. Okay, and I think in the last advanced surveying theory class, I think I hope I have shared this BC Punmiya, the the soft copy of the book. Hope everybody has got that book. Okay, and let's have a look at the experiments one by one. Here the first experiment is that the measurement of distance using the tape along with the horizontal plane, and also in the slopes in the direct ranging. Okay, there should not be any obstacles in between the ranging and the instruments. Measurement of distance, just we are going to measure the distance using the tape along with the horizontal plane and slopes. Okay, and in that there is setting out the perpendiculars and use of cross tabs and optical squares for proper alignment. Okay, this is how the things setting out the perpendiculars for the especially for use of the cross tabs. Okay, that is for line alignment, cross tabs. Okay, and in second experiment, and generally there is no instruments for this measuring the horizontal, but for the, especially for this experiment, you can use the tape and the horizontal plane. In second experiment, measurement of bearings and or the directions using the prismatic compass. Okay, and setting out the geometrical figures using the prismatic compass. So compass with the tape, you can do the any number of surveying, except because you are going to get the diversion, the directions or the bearings from the prismatic compass, and the distance you will get it from the tape or from the chain. Nowadays nobody is using the chain because a little bit maybe a carrying problem, one thing. Second thing, for it is a little bit complications. So in the tape itself everything is there, meter and even and even in feet. You have the the measuring systems, so that is easy for you to conduct the you know or measure the distance from one point to other point. And if you need any bearings, turning points, wherever there is a turning points, you need to take the bearings with the substations. Okay, intermediate points, so you need to have the compass. Okay, this is the second what you call experiment. And third experiment is that determination of distance between two inaccessible points. What do you mean by inaccessible points? It's most important. So this in the first first two experiment, there is no issue with the obstacles. There is no inaccessible problem here. So things are accessible from one point to other point. It may be a long distance, but it is accessible. Accessible in the sense, by what you call target fixing. By looking your own naked eye, you can see the half a kilometer, 400 meter, 100 meter. You have to see that. Sometimes at some places, what happens, because due to the lot of turnings, there's a lot of bushes. When you are going to survey the the area, that time there is a difficulties coming. That's called your inaccessible points. Points are very near but inaccessible. It's not visible to surveyor. That is a thing to determine the distance between the two inaccessible points using the compass. Okay, that's the one thing. And the determination of reduced level of points, RL. Reduced level means RL, and otherwise you can call it as a MSL, mean sea level. Okay. Okay. Determination of reduced levels of points using a dumpy level or auto level. Okay, these are the very simple instruments. You can use it. You can handle it very easily. That's a fourth one, right? And determination of reduced level of points by using the dump level and auto level, using the differential leveling and inverted leveling. Okay. Sixth one is to determine the distance, the difference in the elevation between the 2 points. Difference in elevation between the 2 points using the reciprocal leveling and the determination of collimation error. And the seventh one, that's called your, to conduct the profile leveling, cross sectioning, and block leveling, plotting profile, cross sections, okay, and block contours on a graph paper to a scale that we need to conduct in the seventh experiment. And the eighth one is that measurement of horizontal angle by repetition and reiteration methods and measurement of vertical angles using the theodolite. That's what we have. And the ninth one is the determination of horizontal distance and vertical height to a base in the accessible object using the theodolite. Okay, by single plane or double plane method. The next one is that to determine the distance and the elevation using the tachymetric surveying with horizontal and inclined lines. So next one is the closed traverse surveying using theodolite and apply some corrections for error of closure by transit rule and Bowditch rules. Okay, and the 12th one is to locate the points using the radiation and intersection methods of plane table surveying. We are going to use the plane table surveying also here, compass survey, dumpy level, auto level, okay, and plane table surveying. The next one is to solve 3-point problems in the plane table using the Bessel graphical solutions. So the last one is a demonstration of minor instruments like a clinometer, okay, and Ceylon, hand levels, and box atoms, and planimeter, and also pentagraphs. And we have generally we use for the demo purpose the total sessions, which is not in the syllabus, but still we are going to give the demo for the. I think you got the very good demo in the last semester. Total sessions. That's how the things. Okay, these are the few, experiments which you are going to learn from this lab. Okay, right. You are going to learn the in the class labs, right? So now let's go back to the what are the things I need to follow in the lab and do's and don't things, especially in the server laboratory, and you need to follow it very seriously, very strictly. So, okay, the first thing is you need to keep in always perform experiment work with the precisely directed by the teachers. Okay, bring the calculator, graph sheets, and other accessories like a geometry box when you come to the lab. And before performing practical, you should read manual very carefully, and you should always handle the instruments very carefully. Okay, and okay, it may damage and you may also get hurt because it's a metal instruments. Okay, count all the survey equipments before leaving the lab. When you take the equipments, when the lab instructor are going to issue the equipments, you need to count it, how many the equipments you received from the lab. Okay, and when you are resubmitting, when you are going to, after completion of the survey, when you are going to return the equipments, it should be in the proper conditions, and also it should be in the don't miss any way in the field itself. Okay, and the next point is that record should be updated from time to time, and previous experiment must be signed by the faculty in the in charge. And each experiment you should do it, and you should get it signed from the faculty every week. Okay, and the next point is that should you should write the experiment in observation books thinking, and should maintain the level books at field during the performing the experiment. It's not a normal book, it's a level book, is that which are going to provide it, that you need to maintain properly, right? And then you should wear the uniform. That's the most important. This should be somewhere in the top. Okay, you should always wear when there is any lab. You should wear the uniform. Okay, before entering into the lab, not after entering into the lab. Before entering in, you should wear the no uniform, and you should always handle equipments very carefully. That we discussed that. You may pay the the damage fees and all, but your life is very important because it's a metal. If someone gets it's not a good part. Okay, and the next one is that what the things you should not do in the lab. Don't touch any instruments without teacher permissions. It may be fall down on you, it may be fall down someone else, it may get hurt. That's why don't touch the instruments without permission, teacher or instructor. Okay, don't write anything on the instruments. That's the most important. Some of the students, they may, for crazy purpose, they may write the name and other things. You should not write anything on the instruments. Okay, and then the last one is the so don't carry the instruments without teacher permission and entry into the registers. Should not carry. You should not take out the instruments out of the laboratory, out of the storerooms without registering, and also without registering, and also with the without teacher permission. You take the permission and then you enter into the register. Then you take out the instrument from the service storeroom. Okay, these are all the things which you need to follow in the survey lab. That's the most important part. And okay, and everybody should okay, write your USN number, and also what you call this your name in the chat box. Okay, so that we'll get the how many students are there. Okay, and yeah, these are the things that you need to follow it in the survey laboratory. Okay, and so till the survey till the college reopens for you guys, there is online the lab will be taken, and once you reach into the college, that time we'll start what the things are going to happen there, right? So these are the do's and don'ts things, and you need to do it very carefully. Okay, these are the things, and the last year I think you had done for the survey, right? And yeah, let me show you some of the the survey. I think okay. Can you see the screen now? Slides. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is this? This is water storage tank, or what do you call this? Water storage tank, or you can call it as a small pond. Okay. Okay. For in your extensive survey lab, I mean extensive survey can, you are going to conduct the experiment individually, or it may be with the team of the group of students together are going to perform the individual experiments, surveying the town planning and water supplying, and also new tank road, new tank demand, old tank, and how we are going to what you call the deploy the pipeline from the water source of the water from this tank, how we are going to take out the water for the town or villages for drinking purpose and also for the industrial purpose. Okay, so those are the things which you are going to do the survey here. Right, you are familiar with the last year you are familiar with the total station survey, what you call this the training program which you conducted, right? And that's called the ground based surveys. It's a ground based survey. And the next part is that another survey called airborne survey. Okay, so that is a thing. Okay, you can see this slide now. Yes, right. And here is the what you can see in the slide now, what they are doing, what are the equipments you can see in the slides. Can anybody identify this? Let me zoom out. What are the equipments you can see in the ground?
Ranging rod.
Where is ranging rod? This one. Yeah, it's a ranging rod, and this is a staff. And anywhere you can see some prism. No prism here, I think. No prism. Only the ranging rod and the staff. Only these three. You can see that. Okay, right. So they are carrying out the survey for this whole what you call this tank areas, what is water storage areas, by doing plane table survey. Some are doing with the plane table survey, some are using with the dumpy level, some are using the auto levels. Okay, some are using the total station survey. There are many methods, depends on the what you have the resources. Okay, some are you can use the different survey. Okay, so here this is the outlet overflowing areas for this, and before that that's another term now called the outlet for the for the irrigation, or for what you call this yes, I think it's not here, it's not visible. It's here, I think. Yeah, it's the outlet for this. Before this overflowing, where is that? Yeah, it's somewhere here. It's an overflowing tank, and here it's for irrigation purpose we use this the gate one for this, right? Yes, this is a whole areas you can see here. It is when you are doing the taking the survey points from one end to other end, the staffs will move from one end to other end, and it's coming around the lake, or okay, take the elevation points. Then when you come back to the camp, okay, you need to plot those the readings. So when you are taking the what you call this survey called plane table survey, you are going to do it there itself only. That's the first part, the contours. So when you are taking the survey with the dumpy level or rotor level, you're write down the readings, and you are going to plot into the drawing sheet in the camp itself. Okay, and then when you are taking the survey by what you call total sessions, so just we need to store the data, survey data, into the total session itself. Okay, that's the one thing. Or if you want, you can write down the the readings. That would be a backup for you. Say for example, if something is happened, I mean the instrument can fall down and it get damaged, the data, you will lost the data. It's better to note down because it's a very small amount of data. Okay, you can read it and you can write down the things, right? So that's the thing. So there are different way of surveying and different teams. Okay, but this is how you are going to carrying out the individual survey. I mean individual uh, the the experiment you are going to conduct in the camp, survey camp. Okay, this is how the the old tank project, we call it as a old tank project. It's already there, water is there. We are going to utilize this water by uh, taking the pipeline and using the high rise pipes along the roadside. Okay, how we are going to take it, whether we are going to fix any the processing plant down below here, and from there we are going to lift the water, and through the pipeline we are going to yeah, we are going to take out this, and yeah, to the village, or it may be a town, or it may be industry purpose. Okay, maybe a village, or it may be a town, or it may be a industry purpose. You can take it out. Okay, right. Can you see any instruments here? Yeah, here you can see what are the instruments you can see from this slides. Can anybody can identify what are the instruments are they are carrying out?
Tripod
Yeah, this is the plane table survey. Plane table, and it's a total session. Can you see something here? No. Yeah. This slide you can see easily. Yes. Here you can see the plane table survey. Plane table survey, you can see that. And here you can see the water level. Yep. Same, right? Yeah. Here you can see the number of stations. Okay. It's plane table survey, and plane table survey is a little bit what you call this setting up. It's a little bit difficult than your dumpy level or auto level. Okay, you have to set in a three tripod. You have to set it first, and after that you have to make it center with a knob, and then we have to level with all the corners here with a bubbling. That is a very toughest job. If you set it, you'll finish the the survey very easily. The setting is a difficult task for that. Okay, once you practice it, and definitely it will easy for you. Okay, this is a old tank project. Okay, so, and here is the very they're tired at the by 12 o'clock it's a full of tired and taking the rest, right? This is how the the survey camp will be there. And of course you will enjoy the survey camp, and you will learn many things from the survey camp, because you are carrying out, you are handling the independent, or you can say it's team. There is 4 to 5 people together. You are handling the one project, complete project, so you will get more exposure. Okay, into the survey part of you. Okay, that's a very good part. You will learn many things from the survey, right? And yeah, this is another thing. And here is the survey. Here is the compass survey. Right. Yeah, this is the compass, which you use it for alignment. Okay, and for road construction, or it may be for high rise uh, buildings. And here is the another called the total session. Total sessions. This will integrate total session. Total session. It will be it is an integrated the instrument for all the rest of the your dumpy level, auto level, theodolite, and plane table survey, or it may be chain survey, or it may be compass survey. It's all together one survey called total station survey. It gives the horizontal angle, vertical angle, distance. Okay, what else you want? On other part, other surveys, plane table survey, it gives the you have to take the the compass for separate for bearing and all, and you have to take the tape. You have to use it for horizontal distance. There are many things are there are separate ones. Okay, and theodolite will give the horizontal angle. It's not vertical angles. Dumpy level, auto level. Again, it's an limited. They have the each the instrument have the limitations, but here for total sessions there is no limitations, I think. Okay, whatever you can possible, the maybe 1 kilometer or more than 1 kilometer range, you can focus it and get the readings. Except there should not, the obstacle should not be there. Okay, wherever there is a turning point, you have to shift the instruments. Otherwise, you can go as much as possible, because the focusing is high. The lenses are so sophisticated and very high technology, latest one. So this is an inbuilt of integrated all the surveys: plane table, dumpy level, auto level, and also for your what you call chain survey and compass survey, plane tables, all together one survey. But thing is, it's expensive. That's the most important here. Small person cannot purchase this, because it carries 4 to 5 lakhs, the basic model. It's a 4 to 5 lakhs. That's expensive for common man can purchase it and do service for this. For other things, our compass are very small and we can do it very you can purchase it. And even plane table survey is also very small, and you can purchase it at the auto level, dumper level also. It's not too much of expensive. Normal man can normal the small scale the survey person can buy it. This total station is so expensive, and it's that's why the people are not offering. If they have a very good project, they will go for this you know purchasing the things new one. Okay, yeah. This is how the the field difficulties maybe if you face. Okay, there may be high heat rest. Okay, of course you will fit when you done the one day survey. That's called any survey you done it, and you will be a fit for this. This is how the things. What you can see from this image. Can you see anything here? What is the topography here? Hello. Abdul Wahid, Bartesh.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. What you can see from the screen now. There's one photographs I showed that.
So the slide is not shown.
Yeah, earlier it was 9 MR.
Yes.
Aunika, Mansi, Kavya,
Yes, sir.
Mahesh.
Yes, sir.
Yes. What you can see from here, this slide. What is the topography here? What are the features you can see from this photo? Just tell me. Can you zoom it? Do you want to zoom it? Yeah. And nothing is visible here. Hmm? It's an empty. It's an empty slide. No. Can't we see anything here?
Some house plants.
Then some bushes like trees, some grass, and some rocks here, and there is a valley here, right? And there will be a train is moving here. Can you see the train now here?
Yes, sir.
Can you see the train here? See?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. there's a bridge here, and this is a valley, and this is complete the valley. Okay, and from that side there is a slope here. Side is the slope, and if you give the to do the cross section for this profiling to construct a dam, small check dam, okay, for nearby the village for drinking purpose. Okay, that's how we can do the some exercise that we are going to carry out there in the survey practice, what you call in your extensive survey camp. Okay, right. This is also something like this. Okay, I have the quick question for you guys. Okay, the question is like this: how you are going to carry out the survey for top of the hill? I want to know the top of the hill RL. How you are going to carry out the survey? For the plain land, you can do the dumpy level, auto level, chain survey, or maybe the tape survey, or it may be you can take the theodolite instruments and you can do the survey. So for the top of the hill and the surrounding areas, how you are going to do the survey? Okay, can you tell me anyone how you are going to carry out the survey? Rishikesh Babu, Mahesh, Havya, Mansi. You can take a traverse. If you can take a traverse from here, from this ground stations, you can take a traverse and you can do it. This is easy, but it takes time. You can traverse like this, or you can traverse from this end, and you can reach up to this point. Okay, that is the one thing. Another part is that you can do the aerial survey. That's the easiest way, and you'll get a very quick results. But the thing is, it's a very expensive. Okay, and instead of aerial survey, you can go for drone survey. Okay, cheaper than the aircraft survey. Okay, and ground-based survey is cheaper than drone survey, right? It is the best way. Drone survey, you can do it and you can get the the things on the top of the hill, and you can do the profiling, you can do the cross section, you can do the the 3D model, and yes, you need only the RL, right? You need the only RL and the station model, so you can build a number of the maps. Okay, most of your projects you are going to do the only the RL points, ready, so once you get the RLs, you can do the lot of things. You can generate the contours. From the contours, you can do the cross sections. From the cross sections, you can create the profile, longitudinal cross sections, longitudinal cross sections, and one more thing is okay, and you can build the if you have the very good softwares and CAD, you can build CAD and SketchUp, and even for your other softwares, you can do the what you call this 3D models. That's the easiest way. You need RLs. Okay, you are playing with only the RLs. Okay. So cutting and filling wherever they're required for construction of road, and water supply and sanitation for the layout, or it may be existing village. How we are going to supply the water, where is the source, that we need to do the survey. Okay, from there you need to take out the traverse near to the village, and from there you have to, you know, what you call, we have to store the water from there for the overhead tank. From the overhead tank, again you are going to distribute to the, you know, entire village. How you are going to distribute? Based on the elevations. Those elevations you are going to identify or determine from your profile surveying. Okay, so these are all the things which we are going to take up project work in the, you know, extensive survey camp. And before this, and you are going to learn how we are going to use the different instruments for different experiments. Okay, and also for your you know, if you want to take, you know, as a profession, yes, I would like to become, you know, surveyor, the best surveyor. Okay, so this is the best chance, you know, get the concept fundamentals first. You know, many peoples are, you know, they used to take one instrument, and they used to start with, you know, like an entrepreneurship, and one instrument is enough. It's a 4 to 5 lakhs, and some accessories that's along with the instruments they will give that. And you can take some projects, survey projects, that may be a road survey, or it may be a highway, or it may be, mining, monthly production of surveys. There are many people who are doing the, own business or maybe entrepreneurship like this, and they can go for the survey. That is the best way. Okay, and it's a very good the opportunity. You can learn it. First you have to learn the things, basics, fundamentals, and you need to keep the fundamentals very strong, so that you can build your career as an entrepreneurship or your own business, or you can do, join for any company as a surveyor. Okay, you can do the things. That's how the, these are all the many things which we are discuss. Okay, and these are all the ground-based surveys. Okay, what I showed this. These are all the ground-based surveys, right? And it's so tired, and it's so uh, time-consuming. It takes more time to do the survey, and a lot of interpretation job you have to carry out. Okay, and of course, each even if you receive the data from the satellite or from the aircraft or from the drone surveying, also you have to do the interpretation part. But collecting the data from the ground, it takes time. That is the most important, and you need a more manpower, more instruments, more time it takes. Okay, but it's a cheap than ground, the drone survey. Okay, and these are all the things, and let me show you some of the videos how the best you are going to take out the survey out of it. No. Okay. All right. This is a collection point from the where that stream was there. That's a lake. That's a big lake. Here you can see. No. Here is so near. Just show you some of the things there. Yeah. Again, there will be some geology. You can see the different rocks, fractures. Now, let me go back to the this now. Yeah. So for this point, water is coming from such a huge, coming from this end, and here is the slope. Okay. Yeah, from this end, and we are going for this point. Water, incoming cloud. Yes, it's coming from this end and storing here, and here is the outlet. Yeah, it's a collection point, and collection point, and discharge point is somewhere here. It's outlet for this overflowing part. Okay. Yeah, here you can see this. We are seeing in other end of the pond, water pond. And here is the outlet, overflowing areas, and outlet is somewhere here. Yeah, here you can see this point for using as a canalling and other purpose. Okay, and here is the overflowing areas. Okay, so connecting areas, right? Right, and okay, you can see the things are here. Okay, sometimes it's very difficult to uh, identify your team members and also your instruments, because so many students are there in the one camp with a different policies, different teams. What I'm going to show you is it's too hot here, and also this is, yeah, and they are doing the survey. And of course you need to take care of the instruments. What I said, that is called your for the heat purpose, you need to keep one umbrella, or you need to keep the total station instruments where there is a shadow. That's the most important. Okay, if there is a high heat and there is a it's difficult sometimes. It may be giving the error, lot of error. That's called the instrument error. Because of high temperature, it may heat up the instruments and it may give some error readings. That's called a human error. That's not instrument. That's instrument error. If you are going to face it there. Okay, right, they are doing the survey for the other things. Yep. Yeah, this is all about the the survey part. It's the introduction part of the the day one. What I'm going to show you some of the the very good safety precautions, photos that we discussed there. And yeah, no, right. And we are going to distribute the survey practice, the lab manuals very soon, and you can go through the things, how many experiments, how we are going to conduct it. There will be procedure and everything, so that easy for you to track the different experiments every week. Okay, right, just to be online. I'll be back. I would like to show. Okay. Okay. We'll have the quick quiz session for this day one lab. What are the different survey methods are there? Anybody can answer this question. What are the different, methods of survey? Anusha? Akshay, man.
Yes,
What are the
sir.
different methods of survey? What are the different types of
Plain table survey, theodolite survey, total station.
Okay. How about Disha?
Yes, sir.
Disha? Yes. Tell me
Sir.
what are the
Geographic survey, aerial.
Military survey, mining survey, archaeological survey,
all right.
plane survey,
Plain stable survey. Okay. Okay. How about a Mahesh?
metric survey,
Yeah.
Dumpy level, sir.
theodolite survey.
Right. Mahesh Josh. Yes, missing. Mahesh Kush. Rishikesh Babu. Kavya?
Yes, sir, Rishikesh.
Yes, Rishikesh. What are the different types of survey? What are the different types of survey are there? They told, no? Bhartesh showed, Akshay, Disha, they told there are many surveys, different types of surveys. What about Kavya? Kavya? Yes. What are the different types of surveys? Okay. Mansi? Hello? Yes.
Yes,
What
sir.
are the different types of surveys are there?
So aerial survey,
Next. Yeah.
theodolite survey, plane table survey.
Okay. Monica? Monica BM.
Topographical survey.
Right. Nayanamar.
So plain table survey, theodolite survey, tachymetric survey,
Tachymetric survey. Next.
compass survey.
Yeah. Which one is the fastest and quick survey? Quick survey, we can do it very fast. Within a span of time, we can do, very big area.
Total station, sir.
Total stations. Faster than total station? Total station is also, ground-based survey. It may take time. Anybody can?
Aerial
Plain
survey.
table survey, sir.
Yeah, aerial survey. In that, you may take drone survey, or you can take aircraft survey. Any aerial survey you can conduct it. But it may be expensive, but it's very fast. You can get the results, and your work will be done very fast. That's how the thing. But it is expensive. But ground-based survey, it takes time, more time, more manpower required, it takes more time, and maybe a less budget. With a less budget, with a very less cost, you can finish the survey. But when it comes to the cost wise, it's cheap. But aerial survey is always expensive, and you'll get a more accuracy, and as well as of course, even in total session survey, you get very good accuracy, time consuming. Okay, this is the thing. Right. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to show you that the plane table survey. I want to show some of the aerial survey for you. In the last year, have been there with the drone survey. You are there. You are the part of the drone survey there. No, I think.
No, sir.
No, you're not part of the drone survey. Okay. Let me show you the drone survey. It's not a big thing there. Typical photos. It is. Let me show you the aerial survey there. Okay. It's a very simple one, drone survey. It's a aerial survey. It's a very simple one, and you need to fix the camera as well with the GPS also, so that you can trap the ground, taking the ground images, the photography, along with the latitude, longitude, so that you can do the georeferencing. That means registered in the JS software, and you can start your work interpretation part. That is easily. You can look at this. Have a look this. It's a very simple one. Oh. There's some technical problems. It could not fly more height. Okay, that's why they have stopped this. Yeah. This is how you can see this. What is this? Oh, this is gone. Okay, it's a very short video. You can see the fly heights, and you can see the actions. It is a drone survey, and if you want to take the it's called bandwidth. Aerial photos. Okay. The aircraft survey or aerial survey by helicopter by or maybe your typical. We can do the survey typical photos. First, I wanted to show you some of the those videos of April. Yeah, this is actually the airborne survey or aircraft survey. Okay, or you can take the picture of from the aerial view, or you can have a look at this, or you can put the sensor in the aeroplane, and you can traverse. You can scan the ground. That's how you can do the things. This is actually we call it as a airborne survey. That is drone survey. What we have seen there, the very short the video, and this one is the airborne survey, little bit higher than that, and also it covers the vast areas. Actually, this is the aerial survey. We were taking out the aerial view of what the mining is going on there. Even if you take the ground-based survey, it takes time. And when we are flying from one side to other side, we used to carry used to take a chopper from one place to other place, because there is no road connectivity there. In the African countries, generally there is no road connectivity properly. So that's why we used to take a chopper from one place to other place. It's maybe a four-seater, or it may be a six-seater one. So by using this, and we can land anywhere in the normal dirty road. Also, you can land it. It's not a problem. So they are so expert in the, especially in the landing and taking up the the take up the aeroplane. And while doing the survey, this is what you call this gold mining areas, where the local peoples are doing the mining here, and how much areas they covered, and how much area is left with the original place, and how best we can show it for the investors. Those who are coming for investors, we need to carry out, we need to show them in a aerial view, so that they can get broad areas, and they can see the entire the mining lease. Yeah. Okay. And, no, it was not flying. Pick the flies. Can see the video? Is clear? Aerial survey. Anusha, Akshay, Abdul Wahid, Bhartesh.
Yes, sir.
So it's the aerial
Yes,
survey
sir.
for mineral
Yes, sir, it's
explorations, aerial survey for reservoir exploration, and reservoir area survey or dam survey you can do. and even sometimes flood affected areas. The area they are doing the aerial survey like that. So we are doing the survey for mineral explorations. Okay, method is the same, but objectives are different. Okay, and here, I think it's a clear. It's a 5 minutes video. I think it will be clear for this. No, still it's the same video. It's not flying. Okay, same videos, right? I think, yeah. Right, and yeah. Okay. You want a survey of land? Have a look at this. This is actually the one of the gold mines where the surface itself we can get the gold there. Okay, just short videos, and down below this there will be small river is flowing there, and next to the river bank it's a very good gold deposit. Just I'll show you this for curiosity, and it's on the surface of the land. See, you can see the surface of the land here, and down below there is a gold. It's a very shallow depth. Okay, you will not get this type of gold anywhere in the world except in African countries. Okay, and it's a huge, very rich gold deposits. So to extract this type of ore, to do the mining in India, it takes you have to go for 500 feet down below the earth. That's very difficult part. Yeah, have a look at this here. It is just surface. Look at this. This golden color, whatever you can see here, that's the gold. Here you can see this, and this is a little bit whistling. Yeah, what you can see here, the yellow color, the grains, that's called a naturally processed gold deposits. It's a secondary gold deposits, and it's naturally completely the processed one. Yeah, you can see this. See this. Can see this? Yeah. Look at this. It's not an artificial one. It's a naturally depositing there, but it's a secondary deposits. The primary deposit somewhere in the top of the hill, and this is in the valley down below the hill. Okay, and it's due to the weathering, transportation, and transportation in all along the river, and deposited in the river bank. Okay, this is how it looks. So look at this here. Very good, very good. What you call this? The words. This is actually from this land. This is from this lakes. Okay, and this is very interesting of gold explorations, and we have seen the drone survey as well as airborne survey. Generally, in the airborne survey, you used to take out the what you call camera with the camera photos, but when you go for the airborne survey, you used to fix the what you call the sensor, and you have to take out the scan the ground, complete ground, get the imageries and process it, do the interpretation. So this is all about the today's class, and we'll have the things out here. Your batch 1, right? Okay.